It's
Hello,
us.
everyone.
Hi.
Welcome. We're here to talk about Uncharted 4.
Yes.
And we're joined by Anthony Newman, lead designer on Uncharted 4.
Hi, hello, internet.
Hi.
And we've also got you guys.
Yes.
Who are you?
Meg.
Adam, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
And,
Oh, Adam,
we're-
I'll sit back.
I think we're super about the game. Thank you, first of all, for taking time.
Absolutely.
To come
Thanks
and
for
chat
having
with us
me.
about the game.
Yeah.
We were geeking out. We were all before you got here. We were all geeking out about the game and talking about how much we love the series, and we're all super excited, looking forward to it. I think one of the things I'm just gonna start talking about the game. So.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
So sorry, guys. One of the things I've always liked about the Uncharted series was how visceral the gunplay and the melee is in the game. I feel like every gun you shoot has a different feel to it. Like even the sound design is done really well. Like everything just feels really tight when it comes to the combat, and it's just about these tight moments. It's like you have this awesome sequence where you're in combat, then you progress, and then you find another tight sequence, and it's just about moving a player from like awesome encounter to awesome encounter with a really good story that ties
Yeah,
together.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we're going for sure. I mean, you're talking about like the feel of the guns and the feel of the combat and stuff. One thing that's super incredible about Naughty Dog is that we have all these different artists and craftsmen who all have these different specialties, and the culture of Naughty Dog really allows them to express themselves fully and really make every detail of the game shine as much as possible. So whether that's like tweaking it so that each gunshot just has just enough bass in the sound to like really resonate with you, to like making it so that every melee hit has just enough camera shake to make it feel like you're really there and stuff. So we have a lot of really talented people making a lot of really nuanced decisions. The guy who's actually tuning our guns for Uncharted 4 is a former Call of Duty pro gamer, and so he knows a ton about gunplay and just has this really, really nuanced perspective about getting all those subtleties just right.
That's great. In fact, I think we have some gameplay that we want to take a look at. So
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think
great.
We're gonna show that, and we'll keep talking about the game, and we'll talk about what we see as the video plays.
Sure.
But I think you had something you want.
Yeah, I just wanted to say one of the things that you were kind of touching on, but that I don't think we fully explored, is that one of the things I think Uncharted does better than any other game is the sense of flow. When you have a gun battle, you're moving from place to place. You're never staying in one place. And actually, one of the things that we're going to see here in the gameplay, I'll shout it out when it comes up, is the sense of movement. You're never stuck behind one thing. And in fact, we'll see later on in this gameplay, you cannot be stuck behind one thing because your cover dissolves almost instantly if you're just sitting behind it. So there's this feeling of, I specifically remember in Uncharted 2 feeling like, oh, I'm doing so good in this battle. I'm finding all these places they couldn't have possibly wanted me to go. I'm doing oh, that's exactly what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like you have this feeling of like, I am obviously doing so well, but that is the level design making me feel like I'm doing this so well.
Sure, yeah. In our combat design, we're always trying to push you to move and never stay in cover. We want to avoid stop and pop, cover-based gameplay and stuff. That's a big part of, like, our enemies all have flanking behaviors to force you to move. We have grenades that always force you to move. We always try to keep, like you're saying, all these traversal options to make you feel clever, make you feel like Nathan Drake is always getting like the upper hand on these enemies in a cool and kind of way that makes you feel clever.
Right, makes you feel like kind of like an action star. And we'll see here just in a second, everything in this environment is destructible. Like tables will come apart, food stalls will start dissolving. As soon as you sit behind any cover for too long, it becomes dust.
I love these pineapples, the pineapples that scatter right there.
Yeah.
We're confirmed here.
Yeah.
Pineapples.
Yes.
Pineapples.
You heard it here first.
Critical pineapple gameplay. Yeah, that's actually one thing that's really great. I mean, it sounds cheesy to say it, but the power of the PS4, the amount that we're able to push the destructible environments.
Yeah.
I mean, in this market sequence, like anything that's not a structural thing is basically exploding all around you in this whole sequence.
Yeah.
Coming up, when he vaults over the railing, even the sausages move, the tiles break and stuff. It kind of is a little bit reminiscent of like a John Woo action sequence and stuff. And yeah, that really just wouldn't be possible without the power of this new hardware. And it really lets our artists go just bananas, in making things explode and come apart and stuff.
A second ago, I saw, during the demo, Nathan Drake dives behind a crate, and there's gunfire. I'm like, no, don't dive there. He's like, it's going to get blown up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, wait, yeah, they want to show it.
Immediately coming through.
Get blown up.
So actually, I wish I had talked over it while I was there, but there are these sacks of grain. And if you look really closely, you see that as the enemies shoot them, they spill the grain out. They actually get shorter.
Wow.
And Nathan Drake's animation, he goes from like a normal cover position, he like settles down to like get even lower, like as the bags are getting lower.
Very
and
cool.
stuff. So
Yeah, I actually had a technical question because I remember watching the behind the scenes for The Last of Us, and I swear you guys are magicians because what you pulled out of the PS3 with it, what you had, like you guys in Sony Santa Monica do some amazing work with what you have. The PS4 being, like you were saying, more powerful, were you guys conservative, or did you just go all out when you started developing Uncharted 4?
I don't think Naughty Dog's ever been conservative about anything. Like, it's kind of both a blessing and a curse. It certainly makes our lives a lot more difficult. But yeah, like, pedal to the metal. Like, what's so great about being console exclusive is you can code straight to the hardware and just squeeze every last drop out of that system. And the PS4 is a beast. Like, it's not just an extremely powerful console, but all the hardware coding on the back end that the ICE team has created just makes it so easy to develop for and really easy to make like great shaders for and stuff. So a lot of the stuff that we're seeing now, like I'm continually blown away by what our artists and programmers are able to pull off.
So we talked about this a little bit before. This is called The Thief's End. So did you feel like coming into, first of all, calling out the end, is there so much to live up to? This is such a storied franchise that people love so much. So even having a fourth, before you call it the end, is it so much pressure coming into that?
I'm worried. I saw when the game was first revealed and the title was revealed as The Thief's End. I was like, oh no, like is this it? Like it made me very worried about characters that I've grown to really love.
Well, that's great to hear that you've got such an emotional attachment to the series. That's awesome. But yeah, it's the last game in the series. It's kind of closing out the arc of Nathan Drake, and that was something that was really important to us to like end it definitively, to kind of do justice to this character. We're all fans, you know what I mean? We love this character just as much as anyone, and to me, like, you can see it a lot in TV shows where, like, to me, like, a lot of the best shows are the ones that have a definite arc. Like, they're not trying to make a serial that they can just milk forever. They're trying to tell this one specific story and kind of do justice to those characters. And that's definitely what we're trying to do with Uncharted 4. It's like this closing chapter. The game itself has its own arc of Nathan Drake, and it also represents the closing of the 4-game arc of Nathan Drake.
Very cool. So next game will focus on Sully.
I know. That was Bernie's biggest concern. He was like, not Sully, please.
It's the spin-off. It's like Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Better Call Sullivan kind of thing.
It's like like a Magnum PI kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was noticing also in this demo with for Uncharted 4 that it seems to me like Sully lost some weight. He's looking a little healthier, I think, than he did in Uncharted.
Did he always look that way? And since the graphics got better, we could finally see the
Yeah. It's like he's HD now. No, I think he's on the paleo diet. He's eating real healthy, like doing some burpees, like trying to stay fit. Kickboxing.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a question for this one because, correct me if I'm wrong, but this amount of driving is new to Uncharted, right?
You have not driven at
That's what
all.
like the closest
any
bit is on
amount
top
of driving.
a moving train. That's the most distance I can remember covering. In this segment, if I were to, could you just jump out at any point, or are you supposed to stay in the Jeep?
I mean, you could jump out, but the point of the sequence is to catch up to your brother Sam, who's in danger. So, like, you kind of need to stick with the convoy and stick to him, or you'll lose track of him, and he'll end up getting killed, and that's
Gotcha. I didn't know if there was going to be like a platinum trophy for doing the whole thing on foot or something like that.
No. Although we should think about that.
How many different paths can you take, or is it fairly linear in a car chase like sequence like this? Because we're going off road, we're going through gates. I swear he hit that gate on purpose. Like, you didn't even need to hit that gate, and he was like, enough.
Well, there were some times in the demo where I thought, no, don't go that way. Like, I see another way. Like, with the gate, it's like, why are you cutting to the right? Cut to the left.
Exactly. So are there different paths that you can take?
Absolutely. That's, in trying to evolve the franchise, we're always looking to provide the players with more choice and to really make the paths as wide as possible with as many options as possible. So not only in the downhill section are there a ton of different branching paths that you can take, but if you see the behind closed doors demo, there's another like convoy section, and there you have way more freedom where you can commandeer enemy jeeps, jump from car to car, and that's like completely open. There's like just chaos happening, and it's a really kind of emergent set piece.
Very cool.
Well, thanks for joining us, Anthony. I think it was awesome to get to talk to you. I'm such a huge fan of the series. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, great talking to you guys.
Yeah, we had a blast talking about the game with you. We're really looking forward to it. Can't wait for it to come out. And I understand we're going to throw to some other people who are talking about some stuff. Thanks for
great.
watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks so
you.
much. Thanks for having me, guys.